Here in the Lowcountry of South Carolina, our seasons don't often have super visual changes. We're not seeing a lot of leaves changing colors. However, one of the things that does visually change here is our salt marsh. Spartina grass, the long cordgrass that we have here in our salt marshes. When we start to get into our fall months around September, October, that grass is going to become dried out, turn a little bit more brown in color, and do what we call die back. Another part of the process of Spartina grass dying back is it flowering and dropping seeds. These small white flowers and tiny seeds are really important food for migratory birds here in the salt marsh. Another step of it dying back is the decaying and breakdown process of the Spartina grass. That decayed plant matter will turn into what we call detritus, which is one of the things that makes up pluff mud, a very nutrient-rich mud that we have here in the salt marsh. A healthy salt marsh can filter out pollutants. It acts as a storm buffer to kind of help mitigate storm surge and helps to mitigate flooding with those higher tides and high rainfalls. Another very important part of this healthy salt marsh ecosystem are the oysters that we find here. You may have heard the phrase that you can only eat oysters with months that have an R in them, and that is somewhat true of wild-caught oysters. Oysters can grow harmful bacteria and toxins if the water is too warm, and so we only eat them when our fall season starts. All three of these components, the Spartina, the oysters, and the pluff mud, are very important to a healthy and stable salt marsh ecosystem. That in turn is very helpful for us humans here in the Lowcountry, especially as we're coming up into this fall season that also correlates to our hurricane season. With the added risk of hurricanes as well as more king tides during our fall season, these healthy salt marshes are incredibly important. Keep an eye out for these changes in your own local salt marshes or come visit our salt marsh exhibit here at the South Carolina Aquarium.